with me, sis. What? Where are we going? A wonderful place. It's raining so heavily. I know, but it's a wonderful place because of the rain. Okay, but wait a second. I need to finish my coffee. Let's go! It's in this tea house. Just come with me. We passed through the hallway. I saw a glass door with light coming through it. Was this the way outside? It's here. Whoa, whoa. Well, there's always surprises with you. 4 high walls that turn the yard into an isolated world. Pardon me. It was not very large, but well arranged. The rain was coming down in sheets. The flowers looked crisp and beautiful, having been cleansed by the rain. Behind the walls stood the mountains shrouded in mist, as if a scene from a fairy tale. Rainwater rushed along through a small trough alongside the wall. It looked like a stream in the mountains. Surely such a beautiful scene could only be observed when it rained. Like a fairy tale. Right, come sit here. There was a bench near the entrance. It seemed as if it was specifically placed for people to enjoy this wonderful spectacle. The bench was very clean. Maybe it was under the personal care of the manager? Oh! There he is. Oh, He Jia, you're here. Yep, I'm watching the rain. Yeah? A new face? Hehehe, I brought her here. How anything worth showing off? I pondered this while still looking at the man, who looks like he should be from Ruby. He was in casual dress and held and held a magazine in his hand. Was he also a customer? He's familiar with Jia, perhaps he works here. What do you think about this little world? The man spoke before I could answer. It's so beautiful that I let the words directly describe it. The man would be pleased to hear your words. The manager? Who? The architect who designed this tea house. Oh, I thought it was supposed to say manager, but no. Must be a great designer, right? The man smiled intently. Well, what should I say? Some people devote their entire life to finishing just 1 or 2 masterworks. What do you mean? The architect spent most of his time designing buildings for other people. He loved his work. He was so serious and diligent. However, most of these constructions differed greatly from his expectations, far from his idea of perfect. Why? A perfect design requires a greater time investment. People in this country care much more about efficiency than perfection. That's the way things are. So the architect's life was filled with regret. He could never truly complete his work. The resulting emotional and physical stress took its toll. Well, is this tea house's perfect design? The man shook his head. Not really. Perfect things do not exist in our world. However, this is the work that had consumed all of his best effort. There's something special here which could not be seen in his other works. What is that? The man grinned. It's love. Love? I couldn't understand his words. I don't understand. Well, it's true. Anyway, please enjoy yourself while you are here. I'm at your service if you need a refill. The man nodded his head. We just got an achievement, and I'm pretty sure that's for meeting them. Is that meeting the manager? Meet with the manager. Yep, we met the manager. The man nodded his head. There's a message from the architect on that plaque. Take a look if you wish. It's interesting. With a second nod, he entered the tea house. I can't believe he's the manager. This place is full of surprises. When did he even say he was the manager? 1 minute you thought he was just a customer, then he was talking about being an architect, and now you just know that he's the manager. Where did that come from? Alright, that's one reason why I like it, especially on a rainy day. Like the warm embrace of a loved one. Gives me reassurance. Sis, I have to ask you, are you having troubles? Jia found me out, so there's no longer a need to hide the secret. Troubles? Not too far out of the ordinary, but still very difficult for me. My father passed away recently. I'm sorry to hear that. Jia clutched my hands with no words. From the start of his illness until after he passed on, I did not cry even once. Don't know why. My relatives said I demonstrated maturity by maintaining my composure, but I knew that was wrong. I knew I was very sad about the whole thing, but I don't know how to say. The relationship between my father and I was always very strained. He was always unsatisfied with my performance. After a decade-long Cold War, our relationship finally began to improve. Then he got sick. You don't like your father, sis? I don't know. Some members of my extended family were very broken up over his death. They tried to console me at the funeral. However, he was practically a stranger to me. I never knew him in that way. His work, relationships, even his personality were entirely unfamiliar to me. My family discussed my late father over dinner. He was very serious about his work. He was considerate to his family, a good friend, a good brother. He believed in justice. It was only then that I learned what kind of person my father was. He was all very removed from the contentious, overly critical individual I thought with daily. Ugh, Jesus Christ, that was like the fucking longest, most complex sentence ever. What was wrong, or who was wrong, still bothers me. Is that why you came here? Yep, I thought I might grab me some clarity. Perhaps I just need a hug. What? I wish I knew how I could comfort you, sister. Do you love your father? I don't know the answer to that question either. Perhaps I have no answer. No. She shook her head. There is always an answer. Perhaps now is not the right time. So just wait one more minute, okay? Okay. The smell of sweetest manthus effused from Jia's slight frame. It was pleasing, and began to relax. Oh, the sound of rain. Well, thank you for your comfort, Jia. I was a little embarrassed about being comforted by a younger girl. Anyway, thank you very much. The words held in my mind finally came out. I felt better now. You're welcome. The rain began to subside. I stood up with the intention of leaving. The plaque mentioned by the manager suddenly sprang to mind. I went to the flagstone in the corner. It's Flowing Time. Designer Han Jun. I was shocked. I then rushed into the tea house. What's this? Found out the designer of the tea house. Welcome back. How is everything? Good. I had a very pleasant time. So, could you tell me, who is the designer of this tea house? Ah, my old friend, co-worker, and your father, right? You knew me already? Yep, we met several times when we were small, but you were probably too young to remember. I recognised you at first sight. So that's it. I'm greatly sorry for my absence at his funeral. However, I feel a bit better having seen you today. Please don't feel bad. My father would not want his death to upset others. Yep, I suppose you're right. May I ask another question? What kind of person do you think my father was like? The man was taken aback by my question. He stood quietly for a moment to contemplate his answer. Well, what should I say? He was stubborn and inflexible, downright boorish at times. He was not particularly good at conversation, or even getting along with others. That sounds pretty accurate. Well, it did require some added skill to talk with him. It's quite amazing I got along with him so well. Yep. However, he was always there when I needed him. With him, you could discuss your shortcomings. He would always do what he could to help. Ah, I got it. Of course, the most important thing, something we all knew. He loved you more than anyone else. ... Is this not the same image in your mind? Yeah, it's the same. After the rain showers passed, the air had become crisp and fresh. The manager led us to the gate of the tea house. Come back any time. This tea house was designed with you in mind anyway. He had hoped to come here with you when you grew up. Your family had many picnics here when you were a child, right? Yeah, it would be nice to talk to my father again. He would be pleased to hear that. Jia, please see her off. Okay, let's go, sis. It's getting late. Yeah. I gazed at the tea house one final time. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're always welcome here. The trees in the forest were still dripping wet. Everything had a glistening sheen. The path had become muddy and was now quite difficult to walk upon. However, the situation provided its own sort of strange enjoyment. It was time to go home. Even though we had spent less than a single day together, I didn't want to say goodbye to Jia. He Jia held her skirt as she skipped along, leading the way. Occasionally, she would turn back and wave to me. I followed behind her slowly. It's a little late, I know, but I didn't move any faster. Just as we were passing the way to the dried up pond, I really didn't want to leave. Sister? She appeared to have something to say. Maybe this is a strange request, but can we go back to the pond? Why? Nothing is there. It's difficult to say, but hey. What's up? She suddenly took my hands and dragged me forward. Come with me.